Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Now, I know I'm not dressed. It's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there. Now, some shit has been popping off. You have to see this. So this is from House in Habit. This person, House in Habit, they go off. We're talking about from the top rope. From the top rope. Like if you were to put a top rope on top of the top rope, House in Habit is going after Amber Heard's people from the second top rope. On the other side of this screen, I've been busy connecting with various sources regarding a handful of stories I'm deeply invested in and looking forward to sharing soon. My week, however, was hindered by the ongoing threats I continue to receive. Dude, here's the problem. This is what I don't like about this bullshit. You're trying to abuse and threaten women. That's a woman. House in Habit is a woman. In the name of fighting for abuse of Amber Heard. So how does that make sense? You're trying, apparently, if unless it's all bullshit, which we all know it is. I was going to say probably know it is. No, we all know this is all bullshit. Amber Heard's entire thing is bullshit. But you're trying to tell me we're supposed to try and listen to these people that they say, well, stop the abuse of women. Like, oh my God, they're abusing Amber Heard. You're abusing her. I was home alone while Mike was in Costa Rica, so rightfully on high alert. I hesitated on calling the police to report, but finally decided to for peace of mind and to have documentation in case they continue to escalate. When I called, I was trying very hard to explain the situation with sound reasoning. I know, this is the part. Could you imagine? Like, you and I, we know about this case. We've been here for months. We know what's going on. Could you imagine having to explain everything that's going on to police? Well, the thing is, it's a big Twitter thing. It's a lot of people on Twitter, and there's this woman named Kat Tenbarge, and she's writing fake articles, and she's putting them out on Twitter, and Amber Heard is, she has a PR team, and they're like going off on people on Twitter. Well, no, but it's really, really serious. Like, you have to understand, these people are threatening people, and they're trying to get people canceled, and it's just a really crazy thing happening on Twitter. That's how it sounds to normal people. That's exactly how it sounds to people that aren't invested in this case, dude. Which is hard in this case. To the dispatcher who listened intently on the other line, when I finished, she said, "Can I just say that I follow you?" Like, no, dude, nobody can follow this bullshit because it's so fucking stupid. I swear. Just understand what's going on. I think we're coming to a point where all this social media bullshit is now bleeding into real life. So here's the police report receipt that this woman literally had to make. There, I believe that's the queen, right? Yeah, it's cool, old lady. Anyway, you can imagine my relief. So I'm not insane. So today at lunch, I sit down to check my email and see a new one from one of the names that has harassed me in the past. But it's an apology. Really? Jessica, I would like to apologize to you and your family for what I wrote in my previous email that looked like a threatening... It was probably a very threatening email, but now you're walking it back, you pussy. A threatening email to you and your family. That was dumb intention. Do these people know how to write? Aren't you supposed to be like journalists? I'm not going to engage in this anymore. Yeah, right. Here is the deal. On June 2nd, after the verdict, in order to change the narrative, Alifair from Shane Combs contacted several Heardstan accounts in order to further step up the effort of making Amber look innocent. The unsealed documents were seen as a massive opportunity to shift the scale. Well, I mean, that would be true. I guess we would agree with that, right? But then we already have proof that Cat Tenbarge and all of those people didn't even read the fucking documents. So I guess we'll just go with that. Even going so far as misrepresenting the facts, which they've been doing from the beginning. They've been changing evidence from a court of law, which is illegal. Tenbarge from NBC News is part of that effort. She plans to target you this month with a hit piece about your lies. Blank was, what is that? Something, I'm trying to read, I know that's a T period, whatever. Blank was blank. Camilla from Twitter and Shane Combs, Crescenta White are one in the same person. Well, there it is. We no longer have to use allegedly. It's over. There's no more allegedly. Camilla is Crescenta White. There it is. Cat Tenbarge knows this and lied. Boom! From the top rope. From the top rope. Confessing that DS and company are behind the ramped up scare tactics. Not shocking to anyone paying attention. Via PJ Media. Shane is no stranger to intimidation tactics to protect his reputation from interested journalists who noticed all the smoke billowing around him. He tried and failed to intimidate PJ Media with a threat of a lawsuit, which I wrote about here. He also has sent similar threats to the New York Post. I think we've read this already before, right? I think we have, but I don't know. We'll just keep going. He also has sent similar threats to the New York Post and others who have reported on the allegations around him and his behavior. Look, bro. I'm sorry, Shane. Do you really think you're going to do anything to the New York Post? What is it with these people? What is it with these people on that side? Why do they think they're so important that they could possibly get a company like the New York Post? You're not. That's the New York Post, dude. He has also sent similar threats to the New York Post and others who have reported on the allegations around him and his behavior. He has been called litigious and a walking Me Too case in major publications by people who have had experience with him. My message is to Cat Tenbarge of @NBC News. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that maybe this hit piece is just a rumor, which I'm happy to ignore. And if that's the case, please accept my apologies in advance. If not, if in fact this is a working endeavor and you think you're going to slander me in print for telling the truth after conspiring with a team who threatens independent journalists and their family members with hints or violence, I'll make sure your name is forever attached to every threat I received from here on out. Boom! From the top rope again. People will know you for your allegiance to PR thugs instead of your words or articles. Well, we've already read one of her articles and it's trash. She doesn't know how to write. She's obviously just one of those people that came out of college and they went to like one journalism class and now all they do is diary entries for NBC News. That's literally it. Because if you really go back and read these people's writings, it reads like as if they're writing in a diary at home. And they're like, oh, dear diary, Johnny Depp is mean. Like, that's what they do, man. That's exactly what they do. Johnny Depp is mean and Amber lost, and I'm mad because Amber lost. Ugh. And then these are all the tweets. And by the way, all of these tweets are gone. Every single tweet about Johnny Depp, apparently. She's been deleting so many tweets, which that even makes you look more guilty. So I don't know. What exactly are we supposed to think here? Like, do you think that by deleting it, people aren't going to find out about it? Now, granted, the people watching might not find out about it, but the people that have been invested in this case and in this trial, they already know. Everybody knows. So that's why I think this is very, very simple, and that's going to be the end of that one. That's why I think this is very simple with these people. Here's their line of thinking, and I want to end it with this, and I want you to understand something. Millions and millions of people saw the Amber Heard trial. We're talking about tens of millions of people, maybe even over 100 million people, okay? They saw Amber Heard lie on the stand with that stupid fucking face, okay? But, they also thought, on Amber Heard's side, they thought, well, you know what? I can change public opinion by going on Twitter and buying likes and buying profiles. Now, here's the problem with that. Twitter is not public. It's not the public, like the way that everyone in the public saw the trial. So essentially, you have Amber Heard and her PR team they think that by buying bots, buying likes, buying profiles, that they're going to change public discourse, when in reality, that never will happen, because Twitter doesn't actually have that much of, I was going to say real people, but they don't have, because they do have real people, but it's so spread out. You're talking about the entire world. You're talking about India, China, Ukraine, Russia. All these countries have people on Twitter. So it's not like everybody that's on Twitter also saw the trial. But that's where their reasoning fucks up, because people like Amber Heard, people like Cat Tenbarge, these people live on Twitter. So they genuinely believe in their minds it's a real place. And it's not. So this is something you need to see. We always talk, and we always hear about this bullshit that Amber Heard is the victim, Johnny Depp has the power. Well, there's this right here. And this is just a little collage. That's all that this is. Let's get a little zoom action right here to the top left. Celebrities appear to be removing their likes from Johnny Depp's post on Instagram. Newsweek. Let's go over right here. CBS News. Report finds online campaign of widespread targeted harassment against supporters of Amber Heard. CBS News. Okay, now this is the one of Cat Tenbarge. A pro Johnny Depp YouTuber was sent a cease and desist after she targeted an employee of Amber Heard's PR team. That's NBC News. Now we're going to go to the middle on the left. This comeback is just another punch in the stomach. We spoke to an expert about Johnny Depp's return and the impact it could have on survivors. Natasha Jokic. Okay, Jokic, you fucking moron. Why don't you talk to my subscribers? They're all survivors of domestic violence. Why don't you talk to those people? Oh, because you're full of shit, and it's not actually going to have an impact on survivors. If anything, this case has had an impact on Me Too. That's who it's had an impact on. Me Too has suffered the most. And you want me to tell you what? All Amber Heard had to do was shut the fuck up, take the L for love, and walk away. And go away into the sunset. Dude, you got enough money. We all know you got enough money. You're getting money from dudes. You're fucking blackmailing dudes. You're the queen of blackmail, Amber. So you could have walked away, took your L for love, and you could have made movies under a pseudonym. You could have become a producer with a different name. You could have been a director. But no, you had to keep shoving it in everybody's face. And now public opinion is not only against her, but the hate. It's hate. People now, I've seen the comments, and basically, if you go around and look about the stories about Amber Heard, if you go around and look at them, people are now going again, and that's what's going to start. And after that, after the eye roll, it's going to become what's the word for that? It's going to become something where they don't like it. They don't want to hear about you. They don't even want to read the articles that you're featured in. They're going to be like, no. So let's look at the next one. Why did MTV allow Johnny Depp to make a creepy VMAs cameo? Now that's a lie, because it wasn't creepy. So Kendall Cunningham, you moron entertainment reporter. Dude, nobody thought it was creepy except for you morons that lost. L for love. Next, bottom left. Amber Heard speaks out on Johnny Depp verdict. You cannot tell me that you think this has... Well, you want me to tell you what's fair to these people? To these people, fair is winning. Winning. That's the only thing that's fair to them. That is it. It wouldn't be fair if they lost, and even if it was a tie, which I don't believe that can happen in a trial like this. I think, or they rule against both of them, right? I believe that was one thing. But even if it was a tie and they ruled that nobody did anything, he didn't defame her, she didn't defame him, right? Even if it was a tie, it still wouldn't have been fair. Because you have to understand, you're dealing with a class of people that unless they win, and not only win, unless they fucking embarrass you, to them, it's an L for love. Straight up. They don't take losses, they don't take ties, they want to win and they want to fucking embarrass you. And that, my friends, is why I've never been, we have to be nice and we have to be respectful. Fuck these people. Do you have any idea what these people will do to you? Do you have any clue what these people will do to you? Not only if they find out who you are, not only if they find out where you work, if they were to find out where your kids go to school or something, they're obsessive, manic, depressive people, dude. They are psycho. I wanted to find a better word than that, but it's true. They're fucking psychos. And them losing, taking the L for love, it hurts them in their being. Amber Heard's sister Whitney calls MTV disgusting and desperate for including Johnny Depp in VMAs. Look, Benjamin Van Hoos, nobody gives a shit what Whitney says. Nobody cares what that woman says. So you writing that article is just for clicks, and we know that. And that's one of the biggest problems as well. Let's go into that for a minute. The only reason so much of this shit has popped off like this is because they just want clicks. Clicks. Oh, we want to get clicks. We want to get clicks. So you know that they're in those stupid staff meetings that those pieces of shit always have, those piece of shit media companies, and they're like, okay, so what has everybody got today? Well, I think we should keep on talking about Amber Heard because, it's really going to get clicks and it's really going to really... And that's how they talk because they're all on fucking Adderall. Yeah, well, I think Amber Heard, we got to go into that story. We got to keep on talking about that and we got to... Dude, and then they get clicks, and then they get clicks, and then the head editor or whatever the fuck it is, they see how many clicks all these stories are getting. No, we got to push those stories, get those clicks. Oh yeah, get those clicks. You have to understand, we've gone to a point in society, in our news media, where it's not about if the fucking story tells the truth. It's not, man. It doesn't matter if the words on the fucking page are true or real, or if they're made up, or if it's just some kind of fucking diary entry to these people, man. Like remember in 2016, from 2016, after that dude was elected, after Trump was elected, look, I can't even say that name because it's like, he said Trump, man, fuck that guy. After he was elected, all these journalists, they were like, oh my God, I need to pop some more Adderall. Oh my God, and I gotta write articles every day. Well, that's what happened. And now we're here. And the thing is, after 2016 to 2020, after all that shit happened, this is the new normal. It's always going to be like this. And you want to know what's going to happen? The only way it's going to stop is if you stop reading their bullshit, if you stop clicking on it. But they come out with stupid fucking headlines like this last one. This is the final one. Opinion. Not to mention opinion. If you ever read that word, opinion, okay, and that's because I want to start writing articles. Okay, I want to have my little thing like this. You see how it says MSNBC? Mine's going to say POV, and I want to have my own articles like that. But whenever you see the word opinion, you can guarantee that is a diary entry in someone's diary. That's what that is. So it says, no matter who wins the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, America has lost. So what do people say when they read that? Oh, okay, well, let me click on that. Let me see what it says. So they get their clicks, they get their engagement, and their head editor is like, oh yeah, I like that. Take some more Adderall. And yeah. Take some Adderall, okay? Go over there and write me a story. Bring me a story by 12 o'clock, and I want it on my desk by 12 o'clock. And then the journalists are like, yeah. Let's take some Adderall because we've been taking it since freshman year. Oh yeah, okay, we're going to do it. And that's what they do. Every day I get up and there are bogus stories about me in the press. Where? What the fuck are you talking about? Where? I have never seen a bogus story. I've never even seen a story about this woman. Hold on. Give me like 5 seconds. No, dude, I've never seen a story that says Eve Barlow. Have you? Okay. My Twitter, IG are littered with insane, fabricated, invasive, despicable conspiracy. So you're gonna go after conspiracy? Really? Oh, it's enough. I stood next to a survivor. Whoever is responsible, you're the epitome of evil. I hope you choke on your profit. Oh, okay. So you like it when people like TMZ profit off of Amber Heard giving them videos and giving them fake photos. You're okay with that, Eve Barlow. But when people like that umbrella guy, or I believe, what's that other dude's name? DUI guy or something like that? When those kind of people start making some cash off of clicks and off of videos, you don't like that, do you? Oh, but that's because people like that and people like me, we're all just sitting here telling the truth. This is sick and debilitating. No, it's only sick and debilitating because you're losing. And let me tell you one more thing about this bullshit. You're literally looking at princess treatment right here. Because people like Eve Barlow, people like Amber Heard, they've been given everything. Their whole lives, everything. They didn't have to work for anything. People just believed everything they said. They didn't have to actually put any effort into life. As well, because Amber Heard is very beautiful, even though she has a fucking demon soul inside of her. So she's like a -3. Her body and her face are like an 8 or 9, right? It makes her like an 8 or 9. But then you actually figure out who the person is. Dude, that woman's like a -3. Okay. So for them, this is sick and debilitating. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's only sick and debilitating because you're losing. It's enough to ruin a person's life. No, she did that on her own. Amber Heard did that on her own. Sorry. Nobody's going to feel sorry for her. After that trial, nobody's going to feel sorry for her. Everybody knows now she did that shit on her own. Enough to ruin a person's life, livelihood, and contribute to irreparable damage to one's mental and physical health. Okay, that's very horrible. That's horrible for you to say those things. Like, I agree, yes. To ruin someone's life, irreparable damage to one's mental and physical health. That's very bad. That's horrible. But she did it to herself. Nobody feels sorry for her. Caveat emptor, stop hate for profit. Yeah, right. Unless it's TMZ, right? Unless it's TMZ talking about Johnny Depp, right? Okay, now, I wanted to separate this from the house and habit because they are both related to each other, but I wanted to separate this because this is very important that you hear it word for word. It's absolutely not okay. I am very sorry, Jessica, since that is completely unacceptable. I owe you an explanation. You should tell Stevie, Kurt, and Laura what's actually happening. The truth is, I don't even care about the trial. I felt swarmed with the rest of the group to just create chaos. Ivana Escalera from Twitter, @IvanaE, and Eve Barlow constantly recruiting people to create multiple accounts to support Amber. I'm going to read that again. Ivana Escalera from Twitter, @IvanaE, and Eve Barlow, @Eve_Barlow. I know it doesn't say that, but that's her @Eve_Barlow, constantly recruiting people to create multiple accounts to support Amber. I personally created 16 accounts. Smell that? No, I didn't fart. Smell of vindication. Vindication. I love the smell of vindication in the morning. I personally created 16 accounts. Shane and Alifair is pushing hard to get Amber into the Believe All Women category. I heard the audios of Amber confessing to assaulting Johnny, and of course her bruised photos are fake. Oh, well, there we go. She presented a different photo to the UK trial in different color. Damn. In the U.S. trial, again, a different color. Amber is guilty, but people like Kat Tenbarge from NBC don't care. Tenbarge is hired as some sort of strong arm. No. Strong arm? What the fuck? You expect me to be Oh no. Kat Tenbarge is the strong arm of Amber Heard. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? No, dude. No, bro. But I guess they wanted. I could totally see it. That bald dude. Yes. Well, look, Kat Tenbarge. I think we need to get you, and you need to like be the strong arm for Amber Heard because you need to be strong and you gotta be an arm, okay? And then she's like, yeah, I know, David Shane. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna like totally write stuff, and it's gonna be like totally fucking awesome. And he's like, yeah, look, yeah, do it, and you're like totally the strong arm. No, dude, no. You'll never be able to get me to believe that, and I'm pretty sure my subscribers would never believe that woman is supposed to be some kind of strong arm. Okay. I can't believe this is happening. This is so good. Oh, it's vindication. Tenbarge is hired as some sort of strong arm to combat the truth. Going so far as twisting the unsealed documents to make Depp look bad. Oh, you mean the same ones that she admitted to not reading? See, and that's the real problem. That is the real problem. In order to be, rather fair, you have to admit those kind of things. NBC, they had to admit they never had them independently reviewed. Kat Tenbarge, she had to admit, oh, well, I didn't actually read the documents. That's why you saw a bunch of articles in the mainstream media promoting this. Kat Tenbarge is actively working with Shane Combs to discredit the verdict and the facts. Yeah, well, actively working or not, you didn't do shit. You didn't do a fucking thing. And then here's this tweet. None of this is true, hence the anonymous email with no evidence. Really? We're supposed to take your word? Really? We're supposed to take your word, Kat Tenbarge? Okay, now, we haven't done this in a while, so let's do it. First one of season 2, let's go. Lightning round. Now former HBO Max execs claim David Zaslav plans to move Warner Brothers Discovery away from producing divisive left-wing content. Now, I know that people don't like that when I come on my show and I get all arrogant and I say I was right, I say I told you so, but it's true. I knew it. I could see it right away, what they were doing. It's not that hard to see. Okay, they got rid of Supergirl, they got rid of Batgirl, they got rid of the Black Superman. It's not that hard to see. And let me piggyback off of that. Marvel is going all in on woke. They got that She-Hulk bullshit. That shit's bombing. Okay, they got all of these woke projects coming up next year. I'm going to tell you right now, Marvel will tank in 23 and 24. And DC is going to pick themselves up. Even if Black Adam isn't that great, but still, Dwayne The Rock Johnson will bring in $100 million by himself because that's just how goddamn good he is. But this is a very big deal. And you have to understand, Marvel is fucking themselves because they're going all in on the woke. And why is that? Because the people at Marvel that are now making those movies, they're the exact same thing as Amber Heard and her PR team. They live on Twitter. All they care about is the tweets and the retweets. They don't care about entertaining people. David Zaslav knows what he's doing. Shia LaBeouf claims he quit. Don't worry, darling. Calls out Olivia Wilde. Firing me never took place. You and I both know the reasons for my exit. LaBeouf told director Wilde, claiming that he quit the movie due to inadequate rehearsal time. Hey, well, we haven't gone into that story. I know there's a hell of a lot going on there, but the thing with Olivia Wilde is that woman wants to come off. She's exactly the same as Amber Heard and Evan Rachel Wood. She's one of those toxic feminists. I believe, I don't have them here. She's got photos where she literally walks around in man's clothes. I'm telling you, dude, these women that are toxic feminists like this, they want to be men so fucking bad. And then she cheats on Jason Sudeikis of all people. Jason Sudeikis is probably like the nicest guy. There's nothing wrong about that guy. He's not an asshole. Yeah, he plays one in some of his movies, but that's the nicest guy. How are you gonna cheat on Jason Sudeikis? And she did it with a younger guy, with Harry Styles, I believe. Okay, so she cheated, and then get this shit. We're supposed to see her as the victim. Really? Corey Feldman explains Corey's Angels. They don't have to sleep with me. Now, this is in regards to the Marilyn Manson thing. Apparently, this Corey guy is trying to go off on Marilyn Manson, saying that Marilyn Manson sent people into his background. What are those called? Background artists, the background singers, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The people in the back that they sing to. And he's trying to say that those people literally were the ones that messed everything up for him. This is all I'm going to tell you. Put it on YouTube and go to Corey Feldman performance on the Today Show and go watch that. Okay, I saw it live. I'll never forget it when I saw it live. I saw it in the gym because it was in the morning. And I remember I was watching that and I was like, is this real? He's trolling people with this. Is this real? And go watch that and you're not going to be able to get through the whole video. That's how bad this is. And I love Corey Feldman. I used to love that guy. He made some amazing movies in the 80s and then kind of fell off. Okay. But the thing with Corey Feldman that I will say is that this guy, I remember, I'll never forget it because he was talking about how he was going to expose all of Hollywood. Oh, I'm going to expose these people. Oh. And then it comes to be that he doesn't want to expose them unless he gets paid for it. Dude. Why Lightyear failed for Pixar? What went wrong? Again, I know people don't like me being an asshole and being arrogant and shit, but again, I said it. I told you, it has nothing to do with the gay kiss. It has nothing to do with any of that bullshit. It was a poorly written movie, and they just wanted to create something for their woke bullshit people on Twitter. That's all they wanted to do. They removed Tim Allen, who is Buzz Lightyear, and I said that when we were talking about it last time. Imagine that they made a movie called Woody, like Woody from Toy Story. Imagine if they made a movie called Woody and they took out Tom Hanks' voice. Just imagine. Do you think that movie would not bomb on its ass? SI swim model Natalie Mariduena wants to be an example of body normalcy. The SI Swim 22 issue features Kim Kardashian, Mae Musk, Ciara, and okay, well, that doesn't really matter. So let's take a look at this girl. She says body normalcy. And there she is. She just looks like a normal girl. But I can guarantee you, and another thing, this was from Fox News, so I can guarantee you they were telling her ass off on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. Everywhere. They were telling her ass off, telling her she's a bigot, telling her, oh, body positivity. Amanda Seyfried, is that how it says Seyfried? Regrets uncomfortable nude scenes as a teen. I wanted to keep my job. Okay, well then why didn't you quit? See, and this is another thing. Like, can I ask an honest question? And I'm going to try as hard as I can to not be disrespectful. Why is it that all of these kind of stories come out about actresses that just aren't in the spotlight anymore? And the reason I say that is because this woman has still been making movies. Like, she's got like 5 movies in the last 5 years that nobody's ever heard of. Her last big movie, I believe it was Mamma Mia. She's 36, just like Amber Heard. So why is it that these kind of stories have now been coming out more and more, but they're always about actresses that are no longer in the spotlight? Answer me that in the comments. Exclusive. His actions were clearly meant to threaten me. Olivia Wilde says Jason Sudeikis chose to serve her custody papers in the most aggressive way possible after she said she would relocate their kids to London. Well, if there was a court order, what the fuck are you talking about? Where boyfriend Harry Styles lives? Oh, you mean the guy that you cheated on Jason Sudeikis with? Is that who you're talking about? You talking about the guy you cheated on him with? From Radar, Evan Rachel Wood tells judge she did not force. I'm so sure she did. I'm so sure she fucking told him. FBI. She did not forge FBI letter that ex-Marilyn Manson claims she drafted to take him down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, right. Don't give me any of that bullshit, man. God. Okay, now this is the big one. This is the big one. A lot of people have been talking about this. Leo lies low. Newly single Leo DiCaprio, 47, hides behind a mask in New York City after ex-girlfriend Camilla Morone, 25, moved into new Malibu apartment following shocking split. Now, this is the big one a lot of people have been talking about. We're going to end the lightning round here with this one. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. Everybody's talking shit about Leo having a young girlfriend, and everybody's hating on him. They're saying he's a groomer, which, like, again, they're using the term for that, a groomer. But, right there. Good luck to you, Leo Grand trailer. Emma Thompson bonds with a sex worker in Sundance hit. And that's because Emma Thompson's way older than Leo. So, let's get this straight right here, right now, for the society that you and I currently live in. If Leo DiCaprio, a rich man, wants to date 24-year-old models, that's not okay. That's grooming. That is not okay. But if an older woman wants to go and bang, what is this? It says sex worker. They're going to make a movie about it. Now, we're going to end it here because this is very interesting and I want you to hear this. This is from David Urin. I believe it's that Med White Acolyte on Twitter. Woman who disguised herself as a man to find out how it is like to live as a man committed suicide due to the psychological scars of how difficult life was for a man. Nora Vincent, the author of Self-Made Man, has died by assisted suicide. Nora was a radical feminist who believed men lived on easy mode and tried to prove it by disguising herself as a man for 2 years. Instead, what she found out is men actually have it harder, and wrote a book about her experience. In fact, the experience was so bad she had to stop at 18 months because she was starting to hate women due to how bad all of them treated her when they believed that she was a man, and was left with psychological scars that accompanied her all of her life. Now, I'm not going to put any kind of jokes here. We're not going to do any laughing. This isn't funny. Somebody committed suicide. But I think this is very eye-opening for a lot of people, because the only kind of media we get with stuff like this is, oh, men bad, kill all men, blah, 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 misandrous stuff. So I think it really takes something like this for people to understand. No, I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, men's rights. Dude, we're guys. We don't need to do that bullshit. But all I'm trying to say here is that this whole, what's the word for that? I guess it's misandrist. This whole misandrist thing, it's just gone too far, bro. This whole third wave feminist thing, it's just gone too far. Like, it's enough. And I think that's why there's so many women, including a lot, probably 100% of them, my subscribers, that they see the feminist movement and they just don't want to be a part of it anymore. Why? Because the current feminist movement is just a bunch of man-hating lesbians. Oops, I said lesbians. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.